doctor, can you genetically modify foods have no harm or damage to humans and the environment?
They don't have, there's no proof anyway in science. I can't just say they don't have any proof. They have been used past maybe 25 years or so, I think. Commercialization during the use and all in Canada, in Africa, in India, in Japan. I mean, so many countries are into this. Argentina. In fact, most of the maize grains imported into Nigeria are from. So, and they are all. It helps you in reducing production cost, and so some poultry, they use this technology. So the technology helps in reducing production cost, because the number of space. Anyway, they use mechanization and all those. But here in Nigeria, no, you have to do a lot of sprays things, and so they add to production cost, and that's why whatever the farmer has paid, he must recoup. So actually, then another thing is the regulation. The regulation makes it safer. That's the most. I mean, any technology, once it's regulated, mankind, and the regulation takes care of the safety.
Yes.
Of course, it ensures it reposes confidence. Food gives you the confidence that yes, this thing is highly regulated. The electricity we're enjoying is regulated, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So most technologies are regulated. The most important thing is that regulation.
Yes.
And that is it. And this food is regulated. I mean, the technology is regulated. In Nigeria, we have a biosafety framework, the National Biosafety Management Agency, and they're doing their bit. They have laboratory, they have trained staff, they have those.
Yeah.
So I think we should have that confidence. South Africa, South Africa, I mean, they have, they experience a lot of drought over there. I've visited and I've seen. You need to see, the maize, no water, most of the maize they grow is drought tolerant.
Wow.
Yeah. And they eat it, and I ate it. And I tell you, it's very nice. In fact, I even came with some very nice to eat and all those. So the cotton, if you see their cotton, because of drought,
yes,
they're dwarf. And they can grow, they have the potential to grow wide.
Yes.
But then because of lack of
water, yes.
So you see, it's helping in, in Africa, it takes us time to adopt technologies.
Yes.
And we don't even invent, we don't even innovate.
Yes.
So that's the thing. And we were born of the same image. God made us. And
this point you made is very valid. Science and technology is often considered a female shy field.
Yeah.
How did you go into it? How did you get into it in the first place?
How did I get it? It started in secondary school. I did my primary school. Primary school, that's general knowledge.
Yes.
So did from 1 to 3. When we got to Form 3, so it was time for us to make choices. And I was good. I passed all the subjects, both science and arts, history, CRK, literature, English, and French. In fact, I think in my class I used to be the best student in French. I'm 84/6. I was unbeatable in French. And so how I because I had an affinity for science, really. French teacher traveled. She was not around. That was what helped me. Otherwise, if she was there,
Yes.
and we go to Paris. so, but when she came back, it was
she was angry.
She was flogged me. But I just said no. I have to. I like trying out things. I like things that are difficult to. So I went into my science. I mean, real science, not. I even physics, chemistry, biology, all of them.
Wow. Your upbringing and your formative years in relation to your drive and passion for ensuring food security in Nigeria. Yes.
Starting from life was not easy. It was hard. Can I say I had passion for school? Those days. I think I didn't just grow up in one place.
Because we've seen it working.
Biotechnology is taking mankind behind a beyond depth of understanding of chemical and physical possibilities. It has the potential to increase agricultural productivity, enhance food security, and develop better healthcare delivery systems. Special case needs to be made to educate, inform, and influence those who are skeptical. There's a big gap between what the facts are and what the perceptions are.
No, the future of the world depends on the progress that we make in biology in terms of this century. So biotechnology has become very important, extremely important. It's not just in the area of agriculture. It has a lot of implications, positive implications even in energy, in manufacturing, and in security, national security. But in agriculture, biotechnology is very important because it will give you high-yielding seeds. It will give you disease-resistant seeds. It will give you drought-resistant seeds. It will help you even for livestock. So if you want to improve on agriculture, which is what we want to do, and we want the progress we are making in agriculture to be sustainable.
One thing that is important is that Nigeria needs this technology because our population is growing on a daily basis. It's estimated that by 2030 we'll be about 200 or 300 million.
Yeah, 200 million.
And 75% of this will be youth. So if we look at it from the point of security, point of economy, the point of course, socially, the biotechnology is very important to us in Nigeria. We should be able to feed our people. We should be able to create employment for the youth. And I think I am a geneticist, and I look at it and I believe that the solution, the global solution to one of the greatest problems confronting the world in terms of food security is biotechnology.
Yesterday we talked about the challenges of the Northeast. We've talked about the drought that's coming, I believe in Ethiopia, it's in 50 years.
Yes.
And I think, I see Ethiopia is well ahead on using GM technology. So we also need to be about that, to ensure that we've got enough food to feed. You also talked about, herbicides and pesticides, and we all know recently that some of these pesticides that we have used have caused some concern with export of our products because of the residuals in those products. If you've got GM,
the city where the sun has risen for Nigeria and indeed the entire continent. And I hear the same old chant, the chant of exodus from the city where hunger, starvation, and death held the sway. To bring this chant to all, I shall say a word of revelation. To the farmer who mourns year by year for his labor in the farm that has become like drops of water on the mountain top which disappear at the heat. To the farmer who at the sound of rain should rejoice but rather crouched, for though harvest brings joy, the worms that eat up the crops visit before the harvest. We have a chant of joy. Our sun has risen, and we cannot but announce that good science has given us new technology, a transgenic weapon to tackle low crop yield, climate change, insect attacks, and deliver bumper harvest. It's modern biotechnology. Here is my story. Over the years, food insecurity remains one of the major problems of modern Africa, where famine continues to threaten peace and stability in the agrarian continent. The world is also facing a challenge on how to feed 9 billion people by 2050 without increasing the global temperature. African agriculture is characterized by insect and pest attacks leading to overdependence on insecticides and other chemicals, which damage the environment and health. Productivity in sub-Saharan smallholder agriculture is extremely low due to shortage of inputs, lack of access to investment, and reliance on unimproved seed varieties. No nation has been able to develop without integrating science and technology into its development agenda, and that is the path Nigeria has chosen to follow. When technology is mentioned in an agricultural circle, what comes to mind is biotechnology. It is synonymous with genetically modified or engineered organisms, GMOs. GMOs mean different things to different people, depending on the information available. While some people believe GMO food causes cancer, make humans grow horns, and can even kill, they have no scientific facts to justify this. Others think that to be food secured, we need to embrace modern biotechnology practice. This is a venture driven by science, technology, and innovation, and at the same time, factual and evidence-based. Food is no doubt the most basic of all survival needs, although efforts have been made to improve as well as production of world food supplies. Food insecurity remains prevalent, particularly in the
GM crops refer to crops that have had modified, that is the material in most of living things.
was identified that this Maruca, pod-boring insect, is causing a lot of damage to cowpea. And this one is more pronounced of prevalence in Africa.
If the insect feeds on this new cowpea, which is improved genetically, the insect dies immediately, and so it will not survive, talk less of shedding other generations of the insect.
The number one we have been growing, we've been having a lot of problems along the line, which especially during spraying. We spray up to 7 to 8 times within the season.
The farmers have been interested, they've shown their interest, and they always have asked us, where are the seeds? Where are the seeds? When can we have these seeds? The farmers cannot wait to plant these seeds.
Nigeria has what's called freedom to innovate, freedom to advance, freedom to produce new products. So Nigeria is, as a matter of fact, taking the right step, and Nigeria is going to move ahead.
It was identified that this Maruca, pod-boring insect, is causing a lot of damage to cowpea. And this one is more pronounced of prevalence in Africa.
The number one we have been growing, we've been having a lot of problems along the line, which especially during spraying. We spray up to 7 to 8 times within the season.
If the insect feeds on this new cowpea, which is improved genetically, the insect dies immediately, and so it will not survive, talk less of shedding other generations of the insect.
The farmers have been interested, they've shown their interest, and they always have asked us, where are the seeds? Where are the seeds? When can we have these seeds? The farmers cannot wait to plant.
Nigeria has what's called freedom to innovate, freedom to advance, freedom to produce new products. So Nigeria is, as a matter of fact, taking the right step, and Nigeria is going to move ahead.
Myths and facts about GMOs. Organics are safer than GMOs. False again. Organic farming is a cultivation method, and GMOs are a breeding method. So it's like comparing apples and oranges. Additionally, organic growers are allowed to use certain types of pesticides. So, some GMOs could claim to be safer than organics.